Hey everybody, so I'm over here at the supercharger here, and there's a lot of things going on, or a lot of stories, negative stories going on right now because of cold weather affecting the Midwest and the middle of America, basically specifically Chicago, where cars are dying and people can't charge, and they're blaming the Tesla superchargers because obviously Tesla is the largest EV manufacturer here in the States. And a lot of it has to do with, just having some basic knowledge as an EV owner. I mean, that's the big thing that I think a lot of these folks are lacking. And the infrastructure itself, the superchargers, they work great. I mean, I have never gotten, I've never gotten onto a bad one. Every time I've plugged in and I've gone on multiple road trips, I've never had an issue charging up or anything like that. Now, in the cold weather, that's a different story. I haven't had any issues, and as you can see, I'm over here at 18%. And what I'm doing is what people should be doing, which is called preconditioning. Before you head out to that supercharger, you want to precondition your battery so then it charges faster, and then it can accept that fast charge that everybody enjoys, who owns a Tesla. So that's really the most annoying thing, is that if you're a responsible Tesla owner, you would read the manual, RTFM. So then you know what you need to do in order to get the best possible use out of your vehicle. But instead, the media, of course, always hypes everything up and blames, everybody but the end user or the owner. It's basically, if you know that it's going to be cold and that sort of thing, you want to make sure you have enough charge in your vehicle if you garage it outside. If you don't have a garage, and you don't have a charger at home. And I get that in Chicago, that's not that's the issue, where a lot of apartments and that sort of thing, complexes, they just don't have garages, they don't have chargers there, so they rely on the supercharger network, which is fine. And I also saw the other flip side of the coin, where Tesla owners, are blaming the Tesla owners as well, but also saying, well, you should know that you need a garage in order to own a Tesla, so you can save money and charge at home. While some of that is true, it's not a requirement. And not everywhere in this country are you going to have the luxury of having a home with a garage, You may have a driveway, you may have a carport, and in those cases, of course, then you can then install, your at-home charger, and be able to do that. But, you're still exposed to the elements and that sort of thing, which is fine. But the issue really isn't about charging at the supercharger, it's really owner education. So, make sure that you read the manual, go online on YouTube. There's tons of videos of people just telling you exactly what you need to do and how to get it going. And it's going to save you a lot of headache, a lot of grievances and that sort of thing. So I've been actually preconditioning for a while. I had to run a couple errands and that sort of thing. And actually, I want to see what where we're at with the battery and the heat itself. Let's see where we're at, because it's been I don't know, 20 minutes, I think. Let's see here. Well, not that great. 35 degrees Celsius, not the best, but I have been preconditioning, so I'm going to actually go and charge up, and then we're going to see how fast this car takes the charge itself. So let me go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to go right back in here, and we're going to see how fast it starts going. All right, as you can see, we're ramping up, and it's actually it's going on pretty good. It's got 30 minutes to get to 80%, and as you can see, I'm ramping up to 165, and we're at supposedly 16 degrees Fahrenheit. Doesn't feel like it, but that's what the vehicle is reading. But as you can see, yeah, I'm probably not going to get the 200 50, max, that sort of thing. But look at that, I'm going up to 200 there. Now that's pretty good. And again, I've been preconditioning for about, like I said, 20 minutes. Had to run an errand, and I just had the supercharger navigated to or set up as my destination. So drove to run my errand, and then ended up over here. And as you can see, yeah, not too bad. In 30 minutes, yeah, it's about typical. And again, as you can see, we're at 16 degrees here. Luckily there's no wind, so that's the great part about it. So, yeah, I mean, just, go online, do, some YouTube searches, do a Google search for that. And you're going to see everybody doing all these great videos about how to charge up and what to do and that sort of thing. And then you can come to your own conclusion about what best works for you. And if you have a question, then go read the manual. I mean, literally everything is there. And then you can do that either off your phone, on the website, or even right here on your screen. Is that easy. And so it's not difficult, just, common sense, basic stuff that you need to know as an EV owner. And believe me, you're not going to have issues charging in the cold, as long as you do basic things like precondition. That's the biggest thing, the easiest thing you can do. You just set your destination, hey, I want to go charge up. Okay, set your destination, boom, here you go. And it's going to tell you, okay, we're going to precondition like you saw earlier. So it's that easy, simple to do. So, what's annoying is the fact that all these media outlets, running the story and saying, oh, okay, you own an EV, oh, you're out of luck come wintertime, and of course EVs do take a range hit, they use up more energy, that sort of thing, which you've seen everywhere on YouTube and in an exhaustive detail, and that's all true. But just maintain it at 80 if you can. If you have a home charger at home, you have a garage, easy peasy. If you don't, just supercharge on the road, and believe me, you're going to be able to find plenty of superchargers out there and be able to charge up with no issues as long as you precondition. So yeah, that's just, wanted to touch base on that. I'm sure you've seen other folks, describing the same thing, but that's kind of like what irked me, that, just basic, 101 stuff that either isn't, asked about when you take delivery or brought up, after the fact, or you don't think about it. I mean, those are the things that, I'm sure are in the manual. But, sometimes you don't have time to read the manual, and then those are questions that you should, research and kind of do on your own prior to taking delivery. So then if you have any questions, you can ask the service folks, once you do your pickup, and then they can go over that stuff. And I'm sure they're always going to tell you, hey, also, that's all that information is in the manual. And, worst comes to worst, just go on YouTube and, you'll find the information you need. So, yeah, just wanted to touch base on that, since it's been on the news like nonstop, it seems, and people on the forums, people on YouTube, and, going on there and defending, Tesla and that sort of thing. And, again, it just comes down to being a knowledgeable EV owner, and that doesn't mean just Tesla. I'm talking about all the other makes and models out there that all these other manufacturers, I'm sure, have their own techniques and their own things that you need to do, and most have that preconditioning option. So take a look at your manual, and then you should be good to go. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to y'all later.